Good morning. Today we transport you into the world of art. We are Galerie MX, located at 333 Rue Viger, corner of Galerie, and I'm presently with the co-owner, Francois. How are you today?
Very good.
Good. No problem. So talk to us about the whole mission and goal of Galerie MX.
Well, Galerie MX opened 6 years ago, in 2006. Our goal and mission, we are attached to an agency, Menserio. So the MX is for the first and last letter of the agency. The goal of the agency was to bring local artists in the international market. We needed a flagship store in Montreal, so we built the Galerie MX for that.
Okay. And what types of art can we find at your gallery?
Mostly contemporary art. We have some from abstraction to figurative, so it's in that range.
Name me some names of artists that we find here at your gallery.
Well, the most known name in Quebec is Dominique Besnard, so we have him. We have Viviane Case-Fox. We have Scott Blair, that's well established in the West Canadian environment of the art world. We have Michel Bello, Frank Milo, Isabelle Tremblay, just to name a few.
I know there's a lot of galleries here in Montreal and there's a lot of artists also. How is Montreal viewed on the international scene?
Well, because the art world, but also anything that's creation and imaginative, so from the movies, from the cirque, from the singers, from the theater, everything. So people know that Montreal is very creative. So the art world helps us. The rest of that helps the art world. So we have a lot of artists that are emerging artists, but it's all in that field.
I know during times the art capital changes. In 2012, 2013, what's considered the art capital of the world today?
Well, yeah, it has moved. Before it was in Europe, when everything moved through Europe, through France, England, Russia. In the 60s, 70s, it went to the United States, so it was Chicago, New York. And now, in the last few years, it's been directed to China. Okay. So there was international exhibition in Shanghai 2 years ago. There's Beijing also, that's a strong capital. So the Chinese and Asian market is having now Asian artists on the international market, but also a lot of international artists and galleries are opening in Asia. They're opening up to the world, so it's the exchange of everything. So it follows also the economics of the world. A lot of money is put there, but also a lot of creative energy is put there in architecture and all that. So then what follows is the art.
Also, for you and your eyes, when you're choosing an artist, what is the major factor in your decision?
It should be the same as one customer when they come in a gallery. They have to fall in love with it. So we try to select with the range of the clients that we have. Every gallery has its own niche of clients. So for us, it's directed towards what we like, but also what we think our clients will like.
So later on in the show, Francois will choose a couple of artists and paintings and talk to us about them. So stay tuned. Nous sommes toujours au Galerie MX, located at 333 Viger, corner of Galerie, and I'm here with the owner, Francois, who's going to talk to us about a particular artist that we have in front of us.
Yes, this is Sylvain Coulombe. Sylvain Coulombe, actually, which will have a show on Vernissage on the 11th of October, so you're all welcome to see from the 11th of October to the 1st of November. The Vernissage is on the 11th from 5 to 8. What's interesting about Sylvain is that he'll start with the abstraction part. So he'll work on a canvas. It's on wood because it's very, he likes to manipulate and sand and carve in it. So he'll do the abstraction, work with colors. And then after he'll find a junction with color that creates like, looks like an eye or looks like a nose or looks like the shape of a jaw. And then he'll start from that and start carving. So he'll do then he'll carve in what he worked. And then that's how he built the face. And then to have the effect of popping out, then that's what he'll do the contour. So he'll do the background at the last, but he's starting always with the abstraction part.
Interesting. Let's check out another artist. So talk about this artist, please.
This is Joanne Martel. What's interesting about her, she loves the abstraction part. So it's always from the microcosmos to the macrocosmos. So sometimes you take an aerial view of the planet and it looks like you can figure out some shapes and you say, oh, okay, that's the water, that's the ground and all that. But also if you zoom in on something that's very like a hand or like the surface of the water, you can get the same effect. What's also interesting is that she paints on plexiglass, but she paints in reverse. So she has the plexiglass and she paints in reverse, so upside down. And then, so the first layer, contrary to another artist, the first paintbrush that she'll put will be the first one that you see. Usually an artist will paint layers after layers, so the first will usually be in the background, but her it's in the reverse. So the first layers that she does, she has to very control what she's doing because she has to imagine the layers after the effect they will create.
So let's move on and check out someone else.
This is actually photography. It's Eric Villeneuve, our first artist that does photography work here. It's on stainless steel. But what's interesting about his work is that he will do about 50 to 70 shots of the same subject. So this is a barn, so he takes different angles, and then after he builds it up and builds it up layers after layers to create the effect. And then he uses the stainless steel to help with the light. So whenever you move in front and all that, it creates the effect of light with different transparency of the layers that were built. So when you look at it, when you move, it has a 3D effect. It's almost like you're surrounding the barn. This one is a barn, so you have the effect of surrounding a barn.
Very cool, very interesting. You know, we learned a lot today, and thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Let people know your website, please.
GalerieMX.com, Galerie in French, GalerieMX, or in English.com, the same.
Okay. You have a nice day.